Tēnā koutou katoa, nau mai, haere mai ki tōku reo. Korai mona taku ingoa.
Kia ora koutou, ko Raukura taku ingoa. Welcome to another episode of TŌKU REO, a unique and comprehensive Māori language resource that aims to get you and the whānau speaking our beautiful language.
Lovely, sis. And we've got everything you need to do just that. Our program is based on the respected Te Whanake series by Professor John Moorfield.
If you've been watching for the last few weeks, you'll now be able to hold an introductory conversation in Te Reo Māori. That's something to celebrate. But don't stop there, because we have so much more to share with you.
Remember, there's lots you can do at home too. Our website is jam-packed with interactive follow-up exercises, and we've got those awesome podcasts to listen to while you're cruising around in your car.
Tonight, we're going to look at the dreaded possessives. If you watch the show in conjunction with the online exercises, you'll pick up this part of the language quickly. You know the drill, whānau, it's grammar time.
Grammar. Get it.
Katipu, kaora, hei!
You've already learned that when asking someone, what's this, you can use the Māori phrase, he aha tēnei. And when asking someone, what's that, you can use he aha tēnā. But there is another way to say, what's that? Check it out. He aha tērā. What's that? The first part of the question is made up of he aha. This is a question pattern, which means what is, what are, what was, or what were. The second part of the question is tērā, which means that, and indicates that the position of the item is away from both the speaker and the listener. So how do you answer the question, he aha tērā? Well, because the item is away from both the speaker and the listener, you would answer with tērā. Take a look. He aha tērā. What's that? Over there. He pene tērā. That's a pen. Ka pai. Awesome. Remember, the question word aha, or what, is replaced by the answer word, in this case, pene or pen. Now let's take a look at some more examples. He whare tērā. That over there is a house. He motoka tērā. That over there is a car. He puka puka tērā. That over there is a book. He tūru tērā. That over there is a chair. He pēke tērā. That over there is a bag. Let's take a look at this new language pattern being used by our friends. Now, they're at the supermarket today. You hungry? Man, I'm hungry. Kai.
Hey, should I get a trolley?
Hey, did you bring that list I wrote?
Right. Shucks.
Yeah, Jade. Kia ha tēnei.
Oh, I added some chips to the list.
Oh, yeah? Well, if you're getting chips, can you pass those over there?
He ha tērā.
He pā ke te pihi ke te tērā.
Katipu, kaora, hei!
Did you notice any kupuhau in that clip? We put a couple in there because we know you can handle it, so check it out. Pākete, a loan word for packet, pākete. And pihikete, another loan word, this time for biscuit, pihikete. Pākete pihikete, packet of biscuits. Now let's take a look at how to ask about more than one item. To say, what are those over there, you would say, he aha era. He aha era. What are those? Era means those and indicates that the item is away from both the speaker and the listener. He aha era. What are those? Oh, he pene era. Those are pens. Now let's take a look at some more examples. He puka puka era. Those over there are books. He pune era. Those over there are spoons. Oh, he kapu era. Those over there are cups. He tūru era. Those over there are chairs. He puti puti era. Those over there are flowers. All right, now that we've got the hang of it, let's see it in action with our friends at the supermarket.
What's next?
He miraka, about 2 litres.
What else?
He parawa, about 2 loaves of dōrei.
All right. Can you go grab a couple of bottles over there for me while I get the bread?
He haera.
He pāta karimi era.
Why do you need 2 bottles?
Oh, I'm going to make my nan's famous rice pudding for dessert.
Me.
Hatipu, kaora, hei!
There were a few more kupu hou in that last clip. Did you guess the meaning? Let's check them out. Miraka, milk, miraka. Parawa, bread, parawa. Pātara means bottle and kirimi means cream. Pātara kirimi, bottle of cream. Yum, yum. So now that you've learnt our new language patterns, let's take a quick look back at all of today's examples. He whare tērā. That over there is a house. He motoka tērā. That over there is a car. He puka puka tērā. That over there is a book. He tūru tērā. That over there is a chair. He pēke tērā. That over there is a bag. He puka puka era. Those over there are books. He pune era. Those over there are spoons. Oh, he kapu era. Those over there are cups. He turu era. Those over there are chairs. He puti puti era. Those over there are flowers. Stick around because coming up, our top 10 words for the day that will help you expand on the grammar point you've just learned. But before that, let's check out our featured dialect. See you after the break.
I think I go back to when I was born. I was brought up in the Māori language, in Ngāpuhi dialect. And what I learned is from the old people. And they spoke on marae, they speak on the marae, they speak in wharenui, and they speak tangihangas and all those kind of occasions. And my language is I learned from them. And so whatever expression, whatever dialect they use, I picked it up from them. And so there was no, some say that there is a reason why the H, the W was dropped, but I wouldn't have any idea about that. All I know is the fact that that they spoke their language without the W, and they always had used the word H, and from there, the family, me and my family picked it up. So there was no other language than what I speak at this moment, and that is without the W and pronunciation, the H, yeah.
Katipu, kaora, hei! Katipu, kaora, hei!
To reinforce what you're learning on TŌKU Reo at home, visit our website at www.tokureo.maori.nz. On the homepage, you'll find a link to episodes. Find the episode you'd like to swat up on and click it. Here you'll find a summary of what's in that episode as well as a list of interactive exercises down the right-hand side. Here's an example. Back at the homepage, you'll also find links to the other Te Whanaku resources, more exercises, a forum for TŌKU Reo viewers, and a free online Māori dictionary.
Have fun. Kia uru.
Kia ora. If you just can't get enough of Te Reo, visit our website after the show at www.tokureo.maori.nz. Right now though, let's check out our new vocab. And because our friends are at the supermarket today, we've put in a few words that will come in handy the next time you're doing the weekly shopping. Here are the first 5 words. You'll hear the pronunciation of the word first, and then you'll see how it's spelt. Noho means to sit, stay, remain, settle, dwell, or live. Noho. Heki, a loan word that means egg. Heki. Riwai, potato. Riwai. Huka, sugar. Huka. Waiarani, orange juice. Waiarani. Now we'll review the same 5 words, but this time you'll see an image of the word first to help you remember it. Then you'll hear the word followed by how it's spelt. Noho means to sit, stay, remain, settle, dwell, or live. Noho. Heki, a loan word that means egg. Heki. Riwai, potato. Riwai. Huka, sugar. Huka. Waiarani, orange juice. Waiarani. Only 5 more words to go. Listen out for the pronunciation of the word first, and then you'll see how it's spelt. Try and guess the spelling of the word before you see it. TŌKU mātahi. 11. TŌKU mātahi. TŌKU mārua. 12. TŌKU mārua. TŌKU mātoru. 13. TŌKU mātoru. TŌKU mawha. 14. TŌKU mawha. TŌKU mārima. 15. TŌKU mārima. In this next segment, you'll see a visual aid to help you remember the word first. Then you'll hear the pronunciation of the word, followed by how it's spelt. Take a look. TŌKU mātahi. 11. TŌKU mātahi. TŌKU mārua. 12. TŌKU mārua. TŌKU mātoru. 13. TŌKU mātoru. TŌKU mawha. 14. TŌKU mawha. TŌKU mārima. 15. TŌKU mārima. You've now added a few more words to your repertoire. Try to use these new words as much as you can at home with the whānau. If you want to print the word list and stick it up on the whānau corkboard, just go to our website where you'll find the complete word list for this episode. Let's have one more look at all the new words we've learnt. Remember to say them out loud at home. Noho means to sit, stay, remain, settle, dwell, or live. Noho. Heki, a loan word that means egg. Heki. Riwai, potato. Riwai. Huka, sugar. Huka. Waiarani, orange juice. Waiarani. TŌKU mātahi. 11. tekau mā tahi. Tekau mā rua, 12. Tekau mā rua. Tekau mā toru, 13. Tekau mā toru. Tekau mā whā, 14. Tekau mā whā. Tekau mā rima, 15. Tekau mā rima. As you know, each week we're joined by Te Taurewhiri I Te Reo Māori, the Māori Language Commission. They introduce us to new words which have been invented in recent years to help Te Reo Māori speakers cope with describing the modern world. Words like fridge, DVD and microwave, to name just a few. Stick around because after the break we're going to test what you've learnt with our exercises.
You know, when I was growing up, the word we used for the local store was toa. Yes, another transliteration. The word is still very much used today for a whole manner of store, whether it be the local dairy, the warehouse, or the supermarket. So I'm happy to introduce the kupu hou, or new word for supermarket, which is hoko maha. Hoko meaning to purchase, and maha meaning lots. Hoko maha, supermarket.
To reinforce what you're learning on TŌKU Reo at home, visit our website at www.tokureo.maori.nz. On the homepage, you'll find a link to episodes. Find the episode you'd like to swat up on and click it. Here you'll find a summary of what's in that episode as well as a list of interactive exercises down the right-hand side. Here's an example. Back at the homepage, you'll also find links to the other Te Whanaku resources, more exercises, a forum for TŌKU Reo viewers, and a free online Māori dictionary. Have fun, kia ū!
Katipu, kaora, hii! Katipu, kaora, hii!
To access the podcast, go to www.tokureo.maori.nz and click on episodes. Choose your episode and move the mouse to the right-hand side of the screen where you'll find a link called Podcasts. Click this link to download TŌKU Reo Podcast to your iPod, MP3 player, etc. With video, audio and exercises, you can brush up on your Te Reo Māori skills anywhere, anytime, 24/7. Kia kaha.
Katipu, kaora, hii!
Welcome back. We've arrived at our activities segment, but remember there's lots of revision exercises you can do at home too with our website and podcasts. But right now, it's time to test your skills. If you're watching with your whānau, make sure you all get involved. Remember, the most important thing is that you give it a go.
That's the one. Hope you've got a good memory because in this exercise, we're going to revisit some of our footage from the supermarket. Now, you'll be expected to help our friends out with their lines. We're going to play a scene from today's footage, and when the scene freezes, that's your cue to jump in with the appropriate line. Here's an example.
Hey, should I get a trolley?
Hey, did you bring that list I wrote?
Right. Shoot.
Yeah, Jade.
Here, you would say, he aha tēnei.
Kia ha tēnei.
Oh, I added some chips to the list.
Oh, yeah?
A small clock will count down the seconds before the scene begins again with the correct use of the language pattern. See if you can beat the clock.
Well, if you're getting chips, can you pass those over there?
He ha tērā.
He pā ke te pihi ke te tērā.
What's next?
He miraka, about 2 litres.
What else?
He prawa. About 2 loaves of door, eh?
All right. Can you go grab a couple of bottles over there for me while I get the bread?
Hea haera.
E pāta karimi era.
Why do you need 2 bottles?
Oh, I'm going to make my nan's famous rice pudding for dessert.
Me.
Ka pai hoa, that wasn't too bad, was it? So moving on, this next exercise is designed to see if you remember the kupu hau you've learnt today. You'll see a familiar image on screen and your task is to try and remember the correct Māori word that goes with it. Once the image pops up, you'll have only a few seconds to respond before the correct answer is given.
Remember to say the word out loud. Now let's give it a go.
A loan word that means egg. Heki, a loan word that means egg. Potato. Riwai. Sugar. Hookah. Orange juice. Wai arani.
Okay, people, here's the last exercise for today. Now, it's designed to test your memory of the Māori numbers we covered in today's show. You'll see an image of a number on screen and you'll have a few seconds to yell out the number in te reo before the correct answer pops up.
Easy as that. Okay, you're up. TŌKU marima. TŌKU marua. TŌKU mātahi. TŌKU mawha.
We're just about there, whānau. We've got one last tool to help you in your journey to learning te reo Māori. This next section is designed to provide you with helpful tips on how best to learn a second language. Take a look at this week's tip.
Tēnā nō rā koutou. Previously, I've highlighted the importance of using the Māori you have learnt for real communication. The more you listen, read, speak and write Māori, the greater your progress will be. Watching and listening to radio and television programs in Māori, and better still, recording and then watching and listening to them several times, is one obvious way to develop your fluency in the language. Do you watch Māori news programs, such as TŌKU? Seeking out a range of situations where Māori is spoken and where you can interact in Māori is another important avenue for you to become fluent.
Whew, too much. Well, whānau, that's it for today.
Tune in tomorrow because we'll be checking in with our native speakers of te reo to see how they use the new grammar and vocab you learnt today. Plus, we'll even have more exercises to test your skills.
Kia mau.
Kia u.
Ki tōku reo.